Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the glistening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on to victory.
Whole 10 shining stars, big dip, get a lot of haystack gang in the sun.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning. Y'all hit that like button on the way in, please, and thank you. I appreciate you being here. Let me see. So, welcome. Y'all, we're gonna talk about this Tyler Perry situation. As you all can tell, I've moved this content from my T channel. You know, I dropped the T over there, and being as though this is a whole lawsuit, of course, I decided to bring it over here to the Crime and Justice channel. Good morning, Miss Carter. Good morning, Namaste. Good morning, Lady Marie. Good morning, Melissa. You'll be right back, okay? Now come on in, hit that like button for your girl. Let's talk. So listen. So I have something I want to show y'all. There was a statement made, and I guess I'm gonna be able to read it. Tyler Perry. Today, y'all, basically we're gonna listen to this. Good morning, Ebros. We're gonna listen to this Kristen Keys. This Kristen Keys video that I I think I reacted to this one. If it wasn't this one, there was another one. Back when it first popped off, I think I talked about it on my T channel. And so we're gonna revisit that little video. We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna react or whatever, and we're gonna keep following this. So this right here is a statement. Let me see if I can pull it up because I can't see it on that screen right there. Cannot see it on that screen right there. Let's see. Hey, Miss B. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I can't even see it on this screen, y'all. This is ridiculous. Okay, let me put it up on another device. Because I want to read it to y'all. This is sort of kind of like a statement from the lawyer of Tyler Perry. Happy Thursday, everybody, by the way. Oh, let's see. Okay, so it says something to the effect of he alleges Tyler yanked down his. This is talking about what the guy alleges in his lawsuit, right? Same to you, Miss Ann. Hey, Miss Ann. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He alleges Tyler yanked down his underwear, groped his butt, and said, "Relax and just let it happen," and assured him it wasn't going to hurt. Dixon said he managed to rebuff this advance by changing the subject. According to the suit, Dixon finally filed a complaint with Equal Employment and Opportunity Commission in June 2024 and then quit the Oval, said he could no longer put up with the alleged sexual harassment. Dixon is suing Tyler and Tyler Perry Studios for quid pro quo and workplace sexual harassment and sexual assault battery. Now, okay, so he just quit. Well, actually, he quit a year ago. Hey, Miss Lynn. So he quit a year ago. He's just not deciding to file a year later. Okay. Dixon is suing Tyler and Tyler Perry Studios. Okay, I read that. Tyler's attorney, Matthew Boyd, tells us this is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. But Tyler would not be. Come on, I ain't gonna be able to see it because of y'all. Let me see. Tyler would not be. Oh, shaken down. And we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. Okay, typical lawyer. Hey, Heathen. Typical lawyer talk. Typical lawyer, whatever. Okay, all right. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen because we're gonna follow this thing. Yeah, we're gonna follow it. All right. That's what I basically want to show on that. Let me see. What else I say? So let's pull up Christian. Hey, boss. So this video right here was dropped a year ago. Oh shoot, this was dropped a year ago. Wonder why old boy ain't come out when this was dropped. December 16th, 2023. Oh, this video was dropped before old boy quit. Okay. Alright. And I'm rushing through this, y'all, because I need to hear you and get through because I'm extremely late on this channel. But I did want to get into this video today. I will not forget Christian. He was one of my. Alright. So let's listen. Let me put this up.
Let me cut the TV down. It don't need to be this loud. What's going on, y'all? I want to talk to you about some stuff, and it's been on my heart, so I want to speak on it. All right. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing amazing. I've been speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience.
Y'all be sure to hit the like button for your girl. Hit the cash app, support the channel. Super chat, super sticker. Thank you in advance. I appreciate it.
Experience with certain powers that be that were moving inappropriately. And I really, like, it's in my bone marrow to discuss that, because thankfully God built me the way that he built me, but I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brags, that he's literally got, at the same time this person was sexually harassing me for years. He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there. And clearly that's why it felt to him that it was okay to say these things. And I want to have these discussions. I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens. It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you, then, and it's 11:11. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another opportunity. Please forgive my sins, my shortcomings, my bad decisions, and my mistakes. Please continue to guide and protect us as only you can. Everybody that's watching, it's not a presentation. If I see 11:11, I'll try to have another conversation with God. So thank you, Heavenly Father. I appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen. That's interesting. But there are people that will and have and will continue to, unfortunately, offer these things. And some of them are your heroes. Some of them are people who y'all like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that. At some point soon, it's gonna have to come out. I've kept one of these on me since 2005. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone. And once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I got to protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working.
Okay, so I have to say this, because in listening to this, the claims that he's making are pretty much like sounds just like the claims this guy's making. But let me say this: what I don't understand is this. And listen, I get it. Like, if he's talking about Tyler Perry, we know the other guys claiming Tyler Perry did things or whatever. I get it. I'm gonna say outright that nobody should have to suffer or experience any type of sexual harassment on a job. You know what I'm saying? On a job. My thing is this though, with this whole acting thing, with these actors and things of that nature. Hey Uno. Oh, I'm sorry I had you with her, and I had to take a little break. Probably gonna take another one. Yeah. But what I don't get, and I guess I could say this being as though I've never experienced this or whatever. I guess it's sort of kind of like being in an abusive relationship. But I guess when it comes to your job or making money and things of that nature, people just can't just up and leave their job just because some type of sexual harassment is going on. I get that part. I don't get why people don't immediately report it. I don't get that as what and then they stay at the job and continuously be harassed for years. Like what I'm basically saying is with these two guys, if he's talking about Tyler and with the other guy, why do you continue to work for Tyler? If Tyler is sexually harassing you, why do you continue to work for Tyler? Not only do you continuously work for Tyler, but you wait years, and I mean like literally years, to come out to speak about it, to sue about it. There's no criminal charges, just civil. It's all about money, right? And I just don't get that part. Like I just don't get it. But I guess it's just not for me to get. But anywho, let's listen.
with them or for them. Um, I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is,
I get it. That I get the whole blackball thing, right? I get it. But my thing is this: if you are in fear of being blackballed, because see, I'm not even saying the whole civil claims or the civil lawsuits unwarranted. Like, but see, this is the thing. Okay, so if you're being sexually harassed by this guy, right, and you're not filing charges, or you're afraid to file charges, you're afraid to speak out because you're afraid of being blackballed, then that's when you do the whole civil thing. Because if you feel like once you speak up against this guy, you're gonna be blackballed, you're not gonna be able to make money as an actor or an actress, then I can understand the whole civil claim, right? But my thing is years. I don't get it. I don't understand putting up with that, putting up with somebody continuously harassing you for years, and you waiting years to come out and speak out. So this is the thing. I feel like if you're being sexually harassed, right? First of all, I say criminal charges. I don't know why people skip that part and go to the money. I guess this is how they do it. What I'm saying is, if you feel like you're gonna be blackballed, and maybe that person is gonna make it hard for you to make money in the industry, then you sue them. You sue them. You sue them in civil court. You sue for millions, okay? But why wait years to do that? Why continuously work for him, letting him get away with it, continuously dealing with the harassment, and then you wait years to speak up, speak out, and to do something about it? I say, I'm not blaming anybody or I'm not judging anybody for taking that route. I just myself don't understand it. Hey, Sonya.
is the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police, because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as Black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes. Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much. They're doing so much. No, they're also doing this. And my only reservation about naming the people, there was directors along the way, like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume. I'm good. If I can handle it or not. I can kill that, but I don't need to come up to your apartment. We already had the audition. There's other people that I want to say everything. And my brother was like, nah, not yet. I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere. I want to speak on it. And the good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since
And truth, I think they hold back one because it's not as common for me and for y'all. Get that too. I get that too.
harassment started. I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves, and the way that, you know, predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, you know, sign up and literally and figuratively play ball, because if we're not doing
Hey,
that,
B Sugar. Okay, thanks for
they
dropping
resent you.
down. Enjoy the grandbaby.
This is a conversation we're going to have, and we're going to have soon, because it bothers me in my spirit that I can forgive people. That's one thing. But yeah, P, we don't play ball. That's my brother in there. And he knows the real deal. He knows the who. I'm good. Somebody said, you don't look okay. I'm okay. I have peace. I'm literally strategically planning my next 8 moves. I'm good. God got me, because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass. Excuse my French, y'all. I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want. You know, I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got an only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed. Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that. And these people
Hey,
kept on
grandbaby.
me for years. Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And where I'm at is that in the middle of the night, I think about, if I'm brave enough to name the person, I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5 polygraphs live, and I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This person is a predator, and he's one of several. And it's a shame, man. But I think it's time. I want to, and I know, P, I know you're on here. I want to say everything now. And I have proof. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. I intentionally let the statute of limitations expire. It's not about money, but I'm gonna have to take
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I need to hear that
the
part again.
receipts, the recordings down to the
Wait a
police
minute. What did
department.
I do?
And
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I need to hear this part again. Oh, what the hell did I do? I don't want you, dude. Oh, no. Why didn't you, AJ Jones, so you going to drop the name or what? This is old, so apparently you haven't been following this.
What's up, everybody?
He's not gonna drop a
Welcome
name.
to a brand new
This is
episode of
old.
Talk.
This is like shit at this point I think 2 years old. Let me make sure. But I need to hear something right quick. Let me see. December 20 December 2023 is when this was dropped. Y'all give me 1 second. 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll answer you in just a minute, Sonya. Give me a second. All right, let's see what song you said. Why was he? Why would you need to record unless you already had intentions to take a person down, but not until they had lifted you up? Just walk away, and if you made it, you made it. If not, still good. Okay, so let me bag this up a little bit, y'all. Let me listen to this.
Name the person. I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5 polygraphs live, and I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This person is a predator, and he's one of several. And it's a shame, man. But I think it's time. It, it's I want to, and I know P, I know you're on here. I want to say everything now. And I have proof. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. I intentionally let the statute of limitations expire. It's not about money, but I'm gonna have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department. And
Okay, so I thought that's what I heard. He said he intentionally let the statute of limitation run out. He's gonna take the receipts to the police department. It's not about money. Okay, so why in the hell did he drop this right here and essentially just disappear? Like, okay, so you said it's not about money. You gonna go to the popo. So why we ain't heard nothing else about it? Have we? Did I miss it? Or did this guy just disappear off the scene? Everybody's assuming Tyler paid him off, and we've heard nothing else about this. I'm gonna have to do some research and see. I don't remember anything else being said about it. I remember everybody was waiting for him to drop the receipts or do whatever, and he disappeared, and nobody heard anything else about it. It's really a shame because I like them both in the industry. Because I like them both in the industry, but I watched Tyler Perry help him go from plays to lights, camera, action, bittersweet, but you can't dismiss how you got up to. Yeah, yeah. My thing is, to be fair, he never did drop a name, so we can't really we can't conclusively say that he was talking about Tyler, even though everybody pretty much know that this guy Tyler did. This guy went from plays that I absolutely love, Tyler Perry plays that he plays in, and then to the big screen, um, and from what we've seen, he's only worked with Tyler, so one could only assume that's who he was talking about. But this is the thing. It's like, since he never did pursue any criminal charges against whoever it was, it had to be about money. And I'm not gonna say it had to be about money. I'm gonna say I feel like money became involved because what happened? Like, where are you now? Like, did you go to the cops? Did you have a case? Why you never dropped the name? You just, after you did this, you disappeared. So were you paid off or what? Or not?
let them hear this individual. I wasn't working for him in the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100,000 to take.
Welcome to the chat. You said, I think he came back out and said it wasn't Tyler. He wasn't talking about. I believe he talked about it when he was talking about being. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find it because I do remember something being said about that. I do remember somebody saying that he came out and said it wasn't Tyler. I do remember that. I'm gonna have to go find that too as well.
I have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department and let them hear this individual. I wasn't working for him in
And another thing, if this wasn't like a pseudo tape, I mean shakedown. If this wasn't like a shakedown, what in the hell happened? This thing just dropped. Or did it? Yeah, it did. So listen, this is another thing. If this wasn't like a shakedown and it wasn't about money and you were gonna take receipts to the cops, why go live and talk about it? Like why go live and publicize it or whatever instead of just going to the cops? Is if going to the cops was what you intended on doing, why go live, talk about it, air it out, pretty much warn this person, whoever it is, because that's what you're doing, whoever the person is, you letting them know this is what you're gonna do. Why not just go do it? Why not just go do it? Why advertise it or publicize it? I don't see and see that's why I say it seemed like to me whoever the person was that he was talking about, this live stream was done to let that person know, look, hey, I'm thinking about going to the police. You gonna hit me up and offer me some money or what? That's what it seems like to me. I believe because he came back to our Queen, possibly because he received more screenplay. Mm. Well, see, I hadn't keep. I, it's weird. What in the world? Hold on, y'all. Let me bring it back up. Yeah, I basically think this live was a shakedown. I'm sorry, but I do. Oh shit! What is it? Oh my god! Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my computer. It does kind of make you think because ain't all queens being under Tyler Perry, even though Chris Christian. Yeah, that's what I hear. I hadn't followed that show. I supposed to be binge watching it, which I ain't did yet. But yeah, that's what people were saying even way back when that it had something to do with that show or whatever. But it's just certain things I don't get. It's certain things I don't get. hmm I'm coming out. I gotta pull my stuff back up. My computer screen went black and it's just dropped everything. Everything. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. I do appreciate y'all being here. Hit the like button for your girl. Hit the cash out, support the channel. Let's see. Inspector Gadget. I don't know why I be singing that song, y'all. A channel that I watch about the stories and it belonging to one of the actors. So I want to live with him and he just fell on my toe. I don't know, Ken. I don't know. I'm coming, y'all. I hate to have to do the audio, but I will. But I want y'all to see them. Let's see if we play this time.
I want to, and I know P, I know you're on here. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. I intentionally let the citations expire. It's not about money. But I'm gonna have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department and let them hear this individual. I wasn't working for him in the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100 grand to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I declined because, again, scenic group, I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job of this fall because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else. So he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him. And I told him over and over. And he still always tried shit. Just tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him in his voice. I have always kept something on me. Always. Even if my phone is off. Something else is, if I'm around somebody that has tried to sexually harass me, pressure me, intimidate me into some nonsense, I've always kept something on me so I can protect myself, because if they're that powerful and they feel that entitled, then they can also try to get in the way of your work. I want to speak on it. I also want to keep making great things and creating jobs and opportunities. But, oh no, I got backups for the backups for the backups for the backups. I've watched way too many Jason Bourne movies not to have 15 backups. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me $100 grand to strip. You'll know right away and it'll break your heart. I won't have to say the person's name, but I can and I will. I don't mind doing a polygraph or 3 or 5 on live TV, and I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This industry is something else. It's wonderful, and we get to chase our dreams, and we get to.
My thing is, if you got evidence, if you got audio recording and things of that nature, you don't need to take a polygraph. So, I mean, I guess he's just desperate at proving it. You know, I'm sorry, but I believe he's talking about. I mean, my thing is, if you got audio, why would you need to take a polygraph? The audio is the evidence. You wouldn't have to take a polygraph. Reflecting, he said he didn't want to sell his soul, but if he had become this challenging somewhere along the way, he got it already sold his soul for something. I feel like you sell your soul when you continuously sit there and deal with it just for a movie part. or the direct. So, I mean, like honestly, like the thing about I just don't get it. I don't get why people stay and continue to. Yes, I do, because like I say, it's the same in all type of abuse situations. But what gets me to be honest with this sort of thing, it is always boils down to money. These people with all this money that get sued and they pay these people off, they're not suffering a consequence. That money don't mean shit to them. They got millions, and you notice they don't sue broke motherfuckers. You don't see, and I guess it does happen. I don't know, but it's just for me, it be the millionaires, and it be the millionaires that's able to just pay off money and get off with shit that they should go to prison for. It's irritating as fuck. Like you know, if you got a boss that makes what $150,000 a year and they sexually harass you, those people normally go to the cops. They ain't trying to sue because they ain't gonna get no money. But you get a millionaire who do the same thing, they don't go to the cops, they go straight to the civil courts. Like to me, it's just all screwed up. That's just my opinion.
Live other lives. I get to be a judge or an FBI agent. I get to be a girl dad. And some of the people that you think are your mentors are literally.
To me, honestly, in listening to this again, he's basically making sure he let everybody know he's talking about Tyler Perry. You gotta pay attention to the words. You gotta pay attention to if you all find out who it is, you're gonna be heartbroken and all this type of crap. Like he's saying his name without saying his name. He's pretty much laying it out that it's Tyler Perry. I mean, ain't nobody slow. Even when he was on Celebrity Squares, that show DC Young Flowers, I believe he had something on. There too something about he didn't have the show all the way, but now he does. Maybe Tyler. Yeah, maybe he gave him a show.
I have documentation from the dealership for the car that they tried to buy as an apology for offering me $100,000 to strip. It's time where I'm at now. It's if it still feels like that person is fucking with you just to fuck with you, just to mess with you. The industry can be wonderful. I'm grateful. Be clear that this person showed me how not to be. When I'm a boss, people get daps and church hugs. The attractive women that work on even on my shows, my productions, they're getting daps and church hugs. That's it.
Hey, Gabe.
Because this person showed me how not to be when I'm in charge and when I built something and when I created something. I hear you, Purnell. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna dial it back. You get on my nerves because I know you're right, but it's in my fucking bone marrow and I'm tired of this person gallivanting around doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. Well, then speak on if you gonna have. We're gonna have a conversation, y'all, really soon. Really, really soon.
I ain't gonna lie, it seems like a little envy there. I ain't gonna even tell no word of lie. It's like, okay, so you feel a way about him gallivanting. Like I say, y'all, it be the words for me. You tired of seeing him on this screen, that screen, that event. He's walking around, doing this and that and the third, and he's done this to you. It seems to me like it just might be a little envy. I don't know. Let me keep listening.
I thank God that he made me the way that I am because I know he sat back and watched. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you going to acquiesce and take this movie that's going to make 60, 70, $80 million? Are you going to take this picture? Are you going to go to that late night audition, that late night table read? No, you ain't built me like that. I mean, beat, shot at, stomped out more than most most of the people that are here on this live put together. P, I'm gonna call you in a minute. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna air it out, but I'm so fucking close because I'm tired. I'm tired. And it needs to be told. And the bad part is when I was the one that was sexually harassed for years, bullied, intimidated, and sexually harassed for years. And I'm going to be painted as the villain because y'all have deified this person. And then if a person tells you over and over, first of all, in general, you have no right to touch anybody. None. None. Now, that's why I'm careful. Like when I do my shows and everything, you know, it says church hugs. I put the veils on and I kiss people on the hair up here. Nothing sexual, nothing weird, nothing crazy. And I'm trusting that, you know, the fans will receive that out of a place of love and connection. But you are not allowed to touch somebody without their permission. Not allowed to try to touch them in a sexual or private place without their permission. And if they've already declared like, hey, bruh, I get that that's your thing, but I like black women and Hennessy. And so miss me with the bullshit because I'm never going to be open to that. I'm never going to swing at that pitch. Like I'm batting for this team over here. God made ovaries and fallopian tubes and vagina, labia majora, labia minora, uterus. It's just wonderful over here. So I'm going to stay over here, like chill. And then this person still tries to grab you, physically grab you. Cassie speaking out has given me, has reminded me about not just me, because it was brutal going through it because it lasted for years, but her speaking out, people need to know. And the funny thing is, predators like that.
See, that's what I be talking about. That's what I be talking about right there. Cassie speaking out gave you as a man the gall to come out and do this because it still didn't give you the gall to come out and air out who it was. So Cassie speaking out. See, that's what it is. This is the whole Me Too thing. Okay, so it's about money. You speak on Cassie. Cassie spoke out, yeah. And to be honest, I'm sorry. This might be the unpopular opinion, but this is just my opinion. Cassie spoke out for money. That doesn't make what was done to her right. Cassie spoke out for money. So you mentioning Cassie for me, and you coming out speaking after Cassie coming out, it just lets me know for you it's about money. I'm sorry. Because if it wasn't about money, where is the charges? Where are the charges? Where is the exposure? Because see, since you didn't put a name on it and you didn't follow through with the charges, he's able to continue on doing it. Then you got this other guy who coming out. If you're allegedly talking about Tyler Perry, I mean, come on, y'all. Like, it's this whole Hollywood game for me. I cannot. Everything is about the almighty dollar. These people no longer have morals. They no longer have standards. They'll sleep with, you know, whoever to get a role, to get a lead role. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
They resent the prey that got away. They resent the prey that got away. The prey that didn't fold. The prey that didn't acquiesce and say, okay, you know what? And take this L and sacrifice my morals for this opportunity. Nah. That was around the time that I was considering going 08, 09, because work was slow and the work that was coming was offered with a side of penis. And yeah, that don't do nothing for me. I'm back for y'all team. So yeah, at some point soon, I've spoken with my attorney trying to figure out how to deal with it. It's not about money. I intentionally let the statute of limitations pass. It's not about money or being able to sue. But at some point, really soon, the police will
And see, the statute of limitations don't have anything to do with money. The statute of limitations has to do with criminal. Unless there's a statute of limitations civilly, which I'm not for sure about that. I do know with certain crimes there's a statute of limitation when it comes to the criminal side. So you keep saying the second time you done made it clear that it's not about money. And you say you intentionally, which see that right there, intentional. That's why it sounds like a whole plot and plan when you say intentional. Anywho, so you intentionally let the statute of limitation run out because it's not about money, but that I don't think that has anything to do with the money side. I think it's the criminal side. So you let the criminal side run out. So my thing is, if you didn't want money here in this instance, if you didn't want money and you wanted this person to be exposed and you wanted to go to the cops, what happened? Why are you doing this live instead of just going to the cops? See, when Cassie came out and was able to get that money in what 48, 72 hours or whatever, that right there, it just let people know, hey, look, let me try it. When they had been dealing with whatever for years and kept dealing with it. I mean, according to what he's saying, he wants the person to be stopped. He wants the person to be exposed. He keeps saying it's not about money. He keeps saying he's sick of watching this person, move around, knowing what he's doing. The way he's speaking in his live is like he wants the person to be stopped. But how did you stop him? We
Report is going to be filed, and I'll turn over the recordings of the inappropriate behaviors and turn over the paperwork for the car that was bought as an apology for offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off. And y'all can hear him. His voice is very distinctive. And I want to empty. I'm tired of carrying this shit. There's a reason now why I fight more than ever when somebody wrongs me, and why I almost too aggressively speak up is because I wasn't brave enough to then. And I regret not being able to be strong enough, and I resent that part of me that wasn't strong enough to speak up about it. It's taking everything in me not to air out everything and put all the recordings online, put all the paperwork and the PDFs online. There's no reason that this person's company would be on the bill of sale for a vehicle unless it's right after the timestamped recording of him offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off. He said, I don't have to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Like, I'm not into that. I don't fuck around like that. I don't do that. What the fuck? What? Leave. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out. I thought you were my brother and my friend. And this definitely has nothing to do with my brother who's in here. Be clear. I thought this person was a brother type figure, a mentor type figure. But for you to continuously throw these opportunities, you know good and damn well, all it ever was you pretending to be a mentor, trying to get some ass. That'll never happen. I don't bat for that team. Yeah, but I gotta get off of here and talk to my brother because I'm so fucking close to just airing everything out and just dumping everything online in the morning. I'm tired, man. I'm not forgiving myself. I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't brave enough back then because somebody said, forgive yourself. KG, it's heavy on my heart, man. And I'm tired. And we around here deifying people that go out and do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna pay off this, and I'm gonna pay off that, and I'm gonna pay off that. But at the same time, these same people are predators. I'm not blaming myself for saying no I'm not blaming myself for almost quitting acting. I'm just mad at me for not being brave enough to say something sooner. That's the only thing that I regret. I wish I'd have been brave enough. I'm him now. I know who I am. I know who God built me to be. And I'm not afraid of those consequences. My concern is that a lot of y'all are going to be like, man. And your immediate reaction is going to be like, oh, well, we got to protect our deity. We got to protect. It's going to have to happen. I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work. But yeah, you get a grown-ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so I'm after a big party. Won't say what type, won't say where. I'm sleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like, what the fuck? Get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to grab your penis. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck? Now, at that point, my only regret is not breaking multiple bones in this person's face. Like beating the dog shit out of this person, right? Because that's available to me at all times. That inner grizzly bear is always available. But in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But you got a guy that's a billionaire, and I got $3 grand in my bank account. Who they gonna believe? Right? I got that $3 grand. That's my son's mom's rent for next month. Gotta make sure little man's taken care of. That's my rent. And that's a little bit for the gas tank. And the rest of it, I can go to the dollar store and get some bread and bologna and hot dogs and mustard. And I can get by. Work was slow. And a lot of the work that was coming was it had penis attached. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm about to do. I regret not speaking up then. Little yellow boy, you're gonna come and you're gonna be a part of my family. And I always try to think about things, and not lash out, even though I want to. I'm mad at me for not speaking up and saying something, because between that year and now, how many young Black actors have felt on you can hear them on the conversations. You can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him say that he has multiple guys on payroll, 6 figures a year, that pop up and they do whatever he wants and they go back home. So they pop in, they grab their ankles, they do whatever he wants. And I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to make it that bad. I want to be able to shave in the fucking morning without any grief or any regret or any shame waiting for me in the mirror. There's a trauma that comes with being bullied and intimidated and sexually harassed like that. And the bad part is when the truth comes out, a lot of y'all in here are gonna be like, man, I don't believe it. And you can watch me on whatever news station. I'll take polygraphs live on TV. You can hear the recordings yourself. Person has a very distinctive voice when they offer me $100 grand to take my clothes off. Person has a very distinctive voice when they literally sexually assault me and try to grab my private parts, and I'm blocking their hand like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, my bad, and tries to do it again. Some of these people are y'all heroes. Some of these people y'all have deified and set up on a stool or on a stoop. It's taking everything in me not to say. But I promise you this. I will promise you this. As an executive on the show, I'm grateful for this person for showing me how not to be. When you're the boss, how not to be. You don't sexually harass your employees. You don't pressure them, bully them, try to intimidate them into what you want.
I don't know, Miss Sonia. I have no idea.
I am grateful for that lesson. I'm glad that God sat back, and I'm grateful for it because it let me know, and that gave me a lot of my bravery. I thank God that He just sat back and watched. It's going to be a conversation really soon, and it won't be a conversation or accusations. Again, I let the statute of limitations run out. It's never been about money. My concern is that this person is still doing it. Still the predator. And I wish I was brave enough to speak up back then. Blackball me because he couldn't ball me. Pun intended. It's going to be a conversation had real soon. The beauty of non-disclosure agreements is that even if you do sign them, you can't speak about certain things, but
we had that conversation.
Confidentiality agreements don't, after speaking with several attorneys, they do not prohibit you. They can't prevent you from going to police departments and reporting sexual harassment and giving them your receipts, giving them your recordings, giving them your PDFs, and
why was up? What happened?
Report felonies, sexual harassment.
Does he still have that show, Melissa? Does he still have that show? Did you stick around and be a tease you wanted? I don't get it. I don't understand why they stuck around and continue to be. He still got it. Okay.
Person, if you tell a whole grown man like, hey, I ain't into dudes. Yeah, y'all shut the fuck up. You tell a grown man I'm not into guys, and he tries to grab your private parts, not once but twice, after trying to climb into bed with you. That is the legal definition of sexual assault. So, yeah. And no, I didn't see that documentary. Yeah, NDA and confidentiality agreement do not cover crimes, and they don't prevent you from taking all your evidence to the police. And then there's a public record. So
you said this guy,
this
guy talking came up with the show. No, actually, he came up before that show. He been working with Tyler Perry for a long time. He been working with Tyler Perry since Tyler Perry was doing plays. One of my favorite plays he played in was Madea Goes to Jail? Madea Goes to Jail. The play. I know they got the Madea Goes to Jail movie, but there was an actual play before the movie. Madea Goes to Jail. He was in that play. He been working with Tyler Perry a long time. At least I think that's what this is about. I must say it was said that. Yeah, I remember that too. I remember that being said back when this first came out. Yeah, I think Tyler pretty much paid him off. I do think he's talking about Tyler Perry. I do think Tyler paid him off, and I do think he did this live in order for Tyler to pay him off. I do think he was bought. I'm sorry, I do. No, he came up with all the Queen's men. He said it was his. What? I don't know what you mean by came up. Like, you mean that's when he became famous? I guess so. All I know is he's been working for Tyler Perry for years. The came up, whatever that may mean, probably did come with that show. But that man has been acting for a lot of years, and he's been working with Tyler Perry. He said it was his story first. What you mean? What story? He said it was his story first. Oh, you mean that show? You mean that show, Melissa? Mm. Oh no. No truth. The storyline of the show was his idea. So okay, so that's different than you saying he. Okay, so I get it. I get it. So basically, what you're saying is this man is saying that Tyler Perry stole the concept of the show from him. Wow. Okay. Okay, Melissa, I got you. So you know what? That makes sense to me because, like I say, when he speaks about this, it seems like he's like really, really, really angry. Like he's angry, and I get him being angry about the whole sexual harassment thing, but it seems like it's so much more than that. You know what I'm saying? He made a title for a whole lot of stuff. That the whole sexual harassment, the allegedly, uh, and that because you got to think about it. Like if you stole my idea and you made a show out of it and you hit it big, I mean, well, it's deeper than it, deeper than it, deeper than it. These guys can't throw hands when it's salty. Seems like a money grab. Yeah, I think it was about money too, and I think he pretty much got what he wanted out of Tyler. He wanted that show. He felt like it was his show. It was his idea. You know what I'm saying? And this live right here is a shakedown. I'm sorry. This live is a shakedown for him to get that show, and he got it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm saying Tyler Perry was going to take the show keys that made and was going to expose Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry was like, "You can have the show." Y'all remember Christian was missing? Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Yup, he was.
It's bothering me, and it needs to happen. Y'all gonna be disappointed in who it is because y'all been fooled for years, but it's gonna have to happen. So, yeah, exactly. You said it. No means no. If I got multiple friends in the industry that are LGBTQ plus, I've had drinks with a castmate and his boyfriend. I don't give a fuck who they sleeping with. I don't give a flying fuck at a Rolling Donut who these people are sleeping with. How do you treat me as a human being? That's what matters to me. That'll be the only thing that affects how I treat you. If you're respectful of my boundaries, then I can have a drink with you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. I don't care. I don't have heaven to send you to when you leave here. That's God's job to judge you. But what we not gonna do? Yeah, we're not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking everything in me not to air that out. Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half. More. I'm gonna get off of that subject. It's gonna be addressed, and it's gonna be addressed soon. And if anybody has a problem with me telling the truth about predators in this industry, then they are truly part of the problem. And I'll say that out front. So that way, when certain people who are worried about their work that are tied to this person or whatever, it's because they're selfish and they're worried about work. You can't treat people like that. And when I'm the boss, when I'm CEO, when I can make any TV show and film that I want, people are going to be able to come work with me and know that they don't have to worry about bullshit. They don't have to worry about opportunities being tied to sexual favors. They don't have to worry about being sexually harassed and intimidated and bullied because they didn't acquiesce to the sexual harassment or the attempted sexual assault or any of that. They're going to be able to show up and work and create amazing and great stuff without that. I was on a show, and if I had done what this actress did, just switching lanes, if I had done what she did, I'd never work again and I'd be in jail. She used to come up and pat me on the jump, like pat my penis, like, "Ooh, okay, I see that print." And I checked her. I grabbed her hand right away, checked her, like, what the fuck are you doing? That ain't okay. I'll do that shit. I'm going to jail. What are you doing? She did it again. Grabbed her hand. I was like, "Stop. That shit ain't funny." We're preparing for a scene. She walks past, cups my equipment, and was like, "Oh, you got some girth." When I tell you, had that been a dude, I'd have punched them in their motherfucking mouth. If I behaved like this woman, this particular actress had done, in that moment, I'd be in jail, I'd be canceled, and I would never fucking work again. You don't get to walk past somebody and be like, "Oh, that's nice," and pat them on their fucking private. What I get to call my job is a blessing, and I love it, and I'm grateful to God about it. Nah, it absolutely wasn't Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Please don't do that. That's my heart. I love her to the moon and back. She's a consummate professional. It was another project. It was a TV and film project, and she felt entitled to do that bullshit. Now, had I said something and she was higher than me on the call sheet, they would have just wrote me out. I'd have died. I told you, Miguel. They'd have wrote my character out and killed them off or whatever. And you're like, okay, boom, this is a series regular. I'm 1, 2, 3 on the call sheet. But that's not okay. It's not okay. Y'all wonder why I stay in my fucking dressing room while we on set. Because it's bullshit out there. And it's people that don't appreciate and aren't there to honor the opportunity that we have. They're just doing whatever they want to, whatever they feel entitled to. Imagine a man walking past a woman tapping, saying, "I see that print poking through. I'm going to jail that very day to work in this industry." And if I report her to the female executives that were on that particular show, it's gonna get swept under the rug because they had already told me, just Christian, just stand here and be pretty. Just stand here and look pretty. While I'm asking about certain things in the scene so I can make it make sense to me intellectually, just stand there and be pretty. So of course I can't trust. P, give me a minute. Chill out. I'm venting. Of course I can't trust them. Stand there and be pretty. That's that bullshit that men told women for decades. So why the entire fuck is that okay for you to say that to me when I'm asking you the history of a particular scene so I can make it make sense to me honestly here, so that way when the words exit my spirit, it's honest. A few people calling me right now because they're probably seeing this and they're wondering if I'm actually going to tip the can over, and I want to. I fucking want to so bad because I'm tired of carrying it. I'm tired of carrying and having to deal with the bully and the harassment. Years, not 1, not 2, not 3, more years of sexual harassment and attempted sexual assault. And I want to air that shit out so bad. I'm having a night, clearly. pretty boys deserve the same respect as the block button. Go fuck yourself. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 48. I'm not a pretty boy. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay, some people can hear me. Can you? Good. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, and if you know me, then you know I'm a grown man. And don't call me pretty boy. That's some bullshit. So yeah, I needed to vent and get some of this out of my system because there's a vitriol that you carry when you deal with this, and there's a trauma that comes with it because you never know. Like, okay, is this meeting legit, or is this some bullshit? Is this another one of those meetings where you meet with a black billionaire businessman, and while my manager is there, everything is everything. I got my Kinko's presentation with the plastic cover on it. I pay good money on this, good money. I'm running it down like you can invest in this, that, and the other. As soon as my manager leaves, he moves into a conference room, and I'm like, okay, it's a conference room. Nothing sketchy about this. Didn't realize that the doors on the side of the conference room right there led into his suite. So is okay, you changing? You got to use the bathroom. Is it number 2? Cool. He comes back in silk pajamas, silk robe, right as they're delivering strawberries and champagne like this is Pretty Woman or a fucking date. Now, I'm like, wait, whoa, this ain't that. I'm not him, and this ain't that. I'd love for you to invest in my company. He probably should have, because he would own a piece of All the Queen's Man. The books I've already sold, the 6 or 8 books I'm about to release, all of that. He would have had a piece of all of that monetarily, but he didn't. He was thinking with his dick. And yeah, he came back in, grabbed a strawberry, sat down, and I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. You got my presentation, I'm going. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. He's like, are you sure? That second, are you sure, means if you don't stay and do what I want, you're not going to get what you're hoping for. Now,
wait a minute. So he mentions wait a minute. Let me bag it up. Damn, and I know I'm going back too far, y'all. But I need to hear that part. I need to hear that part again.
And I'm like, okay, it's a conference room. Nothing sketchy about this. Didn't realize that the doors on the side of the conference room right there led into his suite. So about 8 or 10 minutes, I'm nervous enough. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? What is, okay, you changing? You got to use the bathroom. Is it number 2? Cool. He comes back on my system because there's a vitriol that you carry when you deal with this. And there's a trauma that comes with it because you never know. Like, okay, is this meeting legit? Or is this some bullshit? Is this another one of those meetings where you meet with a black billionaire businessman, and while my manager is there, everything is everything. I got my Kinko's presentation with the plastic cover on it. I pay good money on this, good money. I'm running it down like you can invest in this, that, and the other. As soon as my manager leaves, he moves into a conference room, and I'm like, okay, it's a conference room. Nothing sketchy about this. Didn't realize that the doors on the side of the conference room right there led into his suite. So about 8 or 10 minutes, I'm nervous enough. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? What is, okay, you changing? You got to use the bathroom. Is it number 2? Cool. He comes back in silk pajamas, silk robe, right as they're delivering strawberries and champagne like this is Pretty Woman or a fucking date. Now, I'm like, wait, whoa, this ain't that. I'm not him, and this ain't that. I'd love for you to invest in my company. He probably should have, because he would own a piece of All the Queen's Men. The books I've already sold, the 6 or 8 books I'm about to release, all of that. He would have had a piece of all of that monetarily, but he didn't. He was thinking with his dick. And Yeah, he came back in, grabbed a strawberry, sat down, and I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. You got my presentation, I'm gone. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. He's like, are you sure? That second, are you sure, means if you don't say and do what I want, you're not going to get what you're hoping for. Now, this particular guy is out here paying tuition for entire classes of HBCUs after this sketchy shit. Want to air him out too. I'm just tired of carrying this bullshit with me. I'm tired. There are wolves in the house. Yes,
Hold on, y'all. Let me see if it's that bad.
because you're like, okay, well, I want to learn from this person, or I want to learn from this
Let me stop it. Hold on.
person, and maybe partner with this person over here because he's invested in black companies, not knowing that he's a predator. And this person who's supposed to be your mentor is the worst predator of all. It's got to come out at some point. So just, I'm gonna call my brother back, police report, name that person for attempted sexual assault, name that person for sexual harassment for years, turn over the evidence, and then let the world hear him offer me $100,000 to take my clothes off. Thank God. I was broke as fuck. When I tell you, I would have loved that $100,000. I wasn't finna sell my soul. Oh, wow. Warriors. You talking about the basketball game? Let me go ahead and get you this black button. You can fight with that, Warrior. I'm gonna log off before I spill this shit, man, and fuck up y'all year. Fuck up 2024. Because if you think that Diddy shit was crazy, you don't even know. I'm gonna get up on out of here. But this conversation is gonna happen. I'm gonna head down there. I've already been down to I stopped in the parking lot once, and the other time I made it into the lobby of the police. I had my computer with me and all the recordings. Like I said, when the sexual harassment started, I carried a keychain. I carried multiple pens, put like a AAA battery in them. But you can hear these offers from the person who made the offer. And I suggest that too. That's why I'm cautious too when people email my manager or my.
Hey, Riaz.
I'm afraid because of the bullshit that I had to deal with. And you got these predators still running around, still fucking over people, still screwing people over. I'm going to ask yourself, are you ready? Because y'all deal. I said what I have and stats and proof. You're allowed to record yourself when you feel unsafe. I have all of it. I have all of the inappropriate moments and offers and bullshit. I'm not sorry. Don't say that. I'm with the shit. I'm tired of carrying it. I saw what they did to Terry Crews when he didn't say anything. And yeah, like that doesn't make it comfortable for you to be like, man, I really want to tell the truth about this because I'm sure this person is still out here doing the same thing. And if not, what has he done over the last 15 years? Excuse me. I usually sneeze. Sorry, I have allergies. I usually sneeze twice. What has this person done over the years with other people? When he's on recording, talking about how he's got multiple guys on payroll for 6 figures a year to pop up and hold their ankles. This conversation is going to have to happen. And the drop off at the police station is going to have to happen. And y'all going to be disappointed. And that's the bad part. Because a lot of y'all are going to be like, man, no, not him. Yeah, him. And I can be on the news taking a polygraph, which I will, gladly. I'll pass everyone. And some of y'all are still won't be. But some of us work with the people that we affect, the people that we have an opportunity to create an opportunity for. God let me create a show. And there's 150 or 200 people working every single season. That lets me know I'm in my purpose. I don't love the fact that he sat back and let me go through that mess. But I appreciate the fact that he built me strong enough to pass on those opportunities to sell my soul. Or a body part. Take the scenic route. Information out soon because I'm tired of carrying it, man. It's heavy. And I just want to create great shit and great opportunities. And I want for people, women, and where I learned from the bullshit was walk away from anything that doesn't serve you or anything that's going to cost me my spirit and my soul. Godfrey, I appreciate you, brother, man. Most people who know me don't even know most of this shit. It's like 5 people on earth know the stuff that I dealt with. I told my mother, my grandmother, I told my oldest brother who's in here somewhere he's trying to make sure I don't jump off the side of the mountain and tell everything. I want to so fucking bad because I'm tired of carrying it. No, this too shall not pass. This person has done this for like I said, you don't have to believe me. You can hear this person in his very distinctive voice. Once the sexual harassment starts, I have kept one of these on me. It's a recorder. I've kept one of them on me for 18 years. So it's time. I'm tired. I'm tired of carrying it around. I feel like like 2 additional 45-pound plates that I don't need to carry. I'm tired. So, manage people. And I'm grateful to learn that lesson, because that way when I'm in a space to where I'm the boss and I'm making decisions and I'm an executive producer now on my show, I can go around and make sure that everybody gets a handshake, a dap, a fist bump, or a church hug, but nobody feels like I felt. I can make sure that. And it's please and thank you. Yes, please. And thank you. It's all that, everybody gets treated like the CEO, being treated like somebody's goal of a piece of ass. Somebody pretending to be your friend, pretending to be when ultimately their goal was just how not to be when you're in charge. So I'm grateful for the lessons learned. We're going to I'll hit you, Miguel. I'll hit you after I hit my brother. I feel bad for them. Somewhere, working a low-end job, and somebody comes in with this money and they're like, okay, well, maybe just this once. I guarantee you there's a bunch of them that are going to come out. But I'm glad I didn't sell my soul or my ass. I deserve to be here. I earned it. I wrote it. I showed up on these shows and was professional and punctual and prepared and treated everybody there like the CEO. Yes, please. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everything. Because I'm not as a facade. I'm grateful to be here. I love what I do. But when they poison the well with this bullshit, man, one of the biggest reasons I never wanted to say anything is because I didn't want to be the person that broke your heart. I didn't want to be the person that said, your hero, such and such, sexually harassed me for years. We're going to continue this conversation at some point soon. It's got to happen. So, but it's traumatic when you deal with that bullshit for years of that bullshit, years of pressure, years of intimidation, years of sideways comments and insults, and everybody else getting a raise, everybody else getting a vacation, everybody else getting to be a part of this new show or this new thing, but because you ain't playing ball, literally and figuratively. I hear you, KG. I'm signing off. I've done enough. Get it over. I'm gonna go, y'all, before I say too much. But yeah, no, I'm not. Thank you, God, for not making me the kind of man that's gonna fuck his way to the middle. Thank you. Thank you for standing back and letting both of us see who I am and make sure that people on my sexually harassed and bullied and intimidated, and they don't have to deal with attempted sexual assault or inappropriate bullshit. I got you. Thank you for making me the way you make me. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna say some shit. I just prayed, but you know me. You call my brother and then I call Miguel and check in with KG. Love and appreciate y'all, man. This shit just gets heavy sometimes. Life be lifing. But you carry something like this, and then you got to deal with somebody, and they floating in your face, gloating about this or that or this or that. Like, motherfucker, you do remember, you do know the terror that you exacted upon me and multiple people for fucking years. I'm a skate. But it's the conversation is gonna be had. I guess you just gotta figure out if you're gonna accept the truth about one of your deities or not, because it's the truth. And if I take a polygraph on TV in front of you, you'll know it. And if you hear him offering me inappropriate opportunities, you'll know not to believe. It's gotta be dealt with. It's time. I love and appreciate y'all. Get out of here before I actually spill it.
All right. All righty. All righty. All right, y'all. So that was the live stream that was put on about 2 years ago. Dropped about 2 years ago, but by Christian Keys. I'm gonna do a little research and find out what essentially like as far as when this live dropped and how long he disappeared for it, if he disappeared and what happened after this. Because I'm curious now, and I know we covered this a while back when it first dropped, but I have to go back and research to remember some things. But yeah, so and I'm also gonna research the whole thing about him now having or owning all the Queen's men. I'm gonna research that too as well. So when we come back on this, I'm going to be giving any updates on Tyler's case if there's any updates. And then we're gonna. If there's another live stream that was put on by another content creator that I want to react to as well, because she talked about this. She talked about this when he dropped it. When Kristen Keys dropped this, she went into depth about what was going on. So we're gonna react to that too as well. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the day on this channel. I did 2 hours, which is what I want to do. Yeah, he did me. Yeah, he did. So we're gonna talk about that some more when we come back though. What's today? Thursday. It may be tomorrow or the next day, but it'll be like in the next 2 days because I'm gonna research some stuff and then we're gonna come back and talk about it. But until then, y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow morning. I tried to go live this morning instead of the afternoon, but something came up, so I had to change the time. But I'll see y'all tomorrow morning back on this channel. I'll see y'all in a couple of hours over on the T channel, okay? With that being said, I thank y'all so much for supporting this live stream. I really do. If you're in the bushes or if you're catching a replay and you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I come back live. And yeah, thank y'all so much for joining. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all later. Y'all be good out here in these streets. Until next time, okay? True Sippers and State Gang, stand up. And until then, we out. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting. I really do appreciate it. See y'all later.